Nothing screams Australia like the smoky scent of a backyard barbecue, the sound of tongs clicking, and the chaotic gathering of friends and family. The Aussie barbecue is not just a way to cook, it's a way of life. It doesn't matter if it's summer or winter, rain or shine, if there's a barbecue around, there's a reason to fire it up. The moment someone says, "We're having a barbie," you can already hear the esky lids popping open and the debates about who's manning the grill. The barbecue itself is the heart of the gathering, and there's an unspoken rule. There is only one true grill master. This is the person who stands next to the barbecue, wielding the tongs like a king's scepter, and refuses to let anyone else take over. It doesn't matter if they're an expert cook or if they burn half the food. Once they take control, no one dares to challenge their authority. If someone tries to interfere, they're quickly put in their place with a line like, "Mate, do you want to cook or do you want to eat?" That usually settles it. BBQs come in all shapes and sizes. Some people have state-of-the-art stainless steel gas grills with temperature control and enough burners to feed an army. Others have an old, slightly rusty barbecue that's been passed down through generations, yet still manages to cook the best sausages in town. And then there's the public barbecue at the park or beach, the one that's free to use but requires a good 15 minutes of scraping off the previous user's cooking residue before you even think about throwing on your meat. The most iconic food at any Aussie barbecue is the sausage, affectionately known as the snag. Forget fancy gourmet sausages, just grab a pack of good old supermarket snags, grill them until they're slightly charred, and slap them onto a slice of white bread. Add a squirt of tomato sauce or barbecue sauce, and you've got a masterpiece. But then comes the great debate: where do the onions go? Some say onions should be placed underneath the sausage to prevent slipping. Others argue they should go on top for maximum flavor absorption. This debate has no real answer, but it sure does start an argument at almost every barbecue. Apart from sausages, steaks are another must-have. But here's where things get interesting. Every barbecue has that one person who insists on ordering their steak well done. As soon as they do, they are met with looks of horror from the steak lovers around them. Someone will undoubtedly say, "Mate, you may as well eat a shoe." On the other side of the spectrum, there's always that one person who wants their steak so rare it's practically still breathing. The grill master will poke it with the tongs, shake their head, and say, "That thing's still got a heartbeat." Then there's the adventurous eater, the one who brings kangaroo meat or something weird like crocodile sausages just to see who's game enough to try it. The reactions are always the same. One person loves it and acts like a food critic, saying, "Tastes like chicken but gamier." Another takes one bite and immediately regrets their life choices. Chaos of an Aussie barbecue doesn't stop at the food. There's always that one person who claims to be helping but really just stands around giving unsolicited advice. "Turn that one over, mate." "Nah, not that one." "The other one." "No, wait, not yet." This person never actually touches the grill but insists they know better than the grill master. After being ignored long enough, they usually give up and focus on being the self-appointed beer manager instead. Speaking of beer, the esky is always a battlefield. There's always that one person who takes forever to choose a drink, rummaging through the ice like they're searching for buried treasure, only to pull out the warmest one in the entire cooler. And let's not forget the classic "who drank my beer" moment when someone realizes their drink has mysteriously disappeared, only to see their mate casually sipping on the exact same brand. BBQs at the beach take things to another level. The moment you arrive, you realize you're in a race to claim a public barbecue before someone else does. There's always a family who sets up like they're moving in permanently, complete with foldable chairs, beach umbrellas, and a full stereo system. If you manage to grab a barbecue, the next challenge is lighting it in the wind. At least 3 people will gather around, shielding the flame with their bodies while one person yells, "Keep it going, mate! Almost there!" When it finally lights, everyone cheers like they've just discovered fire for the first time. And then, of course, there's the uninvited guest at every barbecue, the flies. No matter how much you swat them away, they keep coming back, determined to land on your steak the second you look away. The moment food is served, there's a frantic dance of people waving their hands around trying to protect their plate, while the one person who gave up just sighs and mutters, "Extra protein, I guess." As the sun starts to set and everyone is full, the great barbecue cleanup mission begins. Suddenly, half the guests disappear. Some pretend to be in deep conversations, others conveniently decide they need to go to the bathroom, and a few just stare at their phone like they've never seen it before. The host, who was left doing all the cooking, now realizes they're also doing all the cleaning, shaking their head and muttering, "Never again!" But deep down, they know they'll do it all over again next weekend. Because that's what makes an Aussie barbecue special. It's not just about the food. It's about the banter, the laughter, the minor disasters that turn into great stories, and the sense of togetherness. Whether it's a backyard gathering, a park cook-up, or a beachside feast, an Aussie barbecue is chaotic, hilarious, and absolutely legendary. So next time you find yourself at an Aussie barbecue, grab a snag, embrace the madness, and most importantly, don't touch the tongs unless you're the grill master.